The old Frangie is, yes, 50 years old. Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it.
Today, we thank God for Sir James Mitchell and his deceased wife Pat, whom you gave the vision to establish Hotel Frangipani on Bequia 50 years ago today. Then another business venture during challenging economic times. With this undertaking came many risks, but also great opportunities. Lord, we thank you for the imagination, courage, and business acumen given Sir James and Pat to make this endeavor possible.
First of all, let me thank every one of you for coming. Let me say thanks to all the people who work with us to produce this Frangipani Hotel. As you see, I am not wearing my heart tie for nothing. It shows and reflects my love for the people of Bequia, for the people of St.Vincent the Grenadines, and for all who work to put this place together. In case you don't know, I was born in the Frangipani. And naturally, when we opened the hotel, we named room 1 after me. After all, I am the first. So room 1 is in honor of Son Mitchell. And let me tell you how I got the name Son Mitchell. My father and grandfather were building a ship on the compound near Waterpearl. And my mother was upstairs in labor. And the midwife shouted to the shipwrights, "It's a son." And that's how I got the name Son Mitchell. Now, we at this Frangipani have entertained everybody, from Her Majesty the Queen down to fishermen. We have entertained presidents, prime ministers, ambassadors, ministers, both internationally and regionally, yachtsmen from every country, famous orators, famous musicians, from CEO to fishermen. The presidents we entertained here were President Mandela, presidents from Guyana, and Prime Minister Mahathir from Malaysia, and we entertained also the Kennedy family from the United States here. And for you Canadians, you'll be pleased to know that Margaret Atwood spent 2 months at the Frangipani and wrote one of her novels in the room up there called Bodily Harm. But now, let me tell you about the real beginning. When we started here and brought back lots of stuff to start the hotel, we needed to do a lot of things. The very stones we built the bar with, we had to get a boat and go up to Lanchanes to dive up the stones and bring them here. Newton McIntyre's father built the wall at the back of Frangipani. We cut down a big mango tree, 3 feet wide, And we at the Frangipani were the first institution or family to give free land to government to widen the road. To widen the road, it was only a 5-foot road at that time. But let me tell you more. I needed some money. We went to the banks in St. Vincent. And I'm glad to see one of my bankers here tonight. When I went around St. Vincent, and the manager said to me, "You're going to start a hotel in Bequia. No transportation, no airport, no electricity, no telephone, no road, no war. You must be crazy." I said, "Well, I intend to go into politics, and I will see to it that not only Bequia, but the entire Grenadines gets infrastructure." He then said to me, "That makes it worse. Politicians are a bad risk." We started with 5 rooms and 4 staff. And the first cook was my nanny, Amelia Duncan from Hamilton. And she used to work then at the Sunny Caribbean, which is now a plantation. And when she heard that I was back, she gave them 1 day's notice and came to work for us here at the Frangipani. Because she had grown up with our family, and she was my personal nanny as I grew up in this place. So we had her and others. But let me tell you, we had to bring blocks of ice from St. Vincent every day from the Nabargo. There was no electricity in Bequia. Where you see these balloons hanging, that is where we used to hang lanterns. We started this place with lanterns, no electricity, and 1 kerosene fridge. Let me tell you what the rates were when we opened this hotel. December 15th to April 15th. High season, single, $11 a day. For 2 people, $12 a day. For a double, $19 and $21 for a double room. In the off-season in Bequia, when this Frangipani started, and I'm so proud to have our friend Ben said here, giving us the most elaborate development in Bequia. But I'm glad I showed them already tonight how we started in this island. A single room in the off-season was $9 and a double room was $15. We had a lot of famous women walking with us. Frangipani is a place where the women rule and still rule. I'm sorry for the barman, but everybody has to work under the women here. But we have a great cooperation. We had 3 great women. My wife Pat, Lukin, and Marie Kingston. And they are the ones that carried us, etc., long before we had cash register. It was here in Bequia that the idea of the Bequia Anglican School was conceived. It was here in Bequia that we had an architect to do the plans for the school. And it was here, based in the Frangipani, that I raised the first set of money to start the Bequia Anglican High School. And any of you that doubt me, I have it in black and white still in my school. Now, we also started the Bequia Sailing Club and then the Easter Regatta right here at the Frangipani. Then we had other institutions. Sabrina organized the Paradise Primary School for 17 years. She organized also Bequia basketball for 20 years. And here, every September, Sabrina is still organizing the music festival. And here, with my good friend, Noel and his wonderful sister, Nicola, we organize the Bequia fireworks for Christmas. Last but not least, I must say, it is in the Frangipani that the new Democratic Party was created. If it were not for the Frangipani, there would be no new Democratic Party. It's as simple as that. I want to thank all of you for coming. I want to thank Sabrina for all the Herculean tasks she goes through. I want to thank the current staff, especially like Debbie, who produced this wonderful cake. I want to congratulate and thank all the serving staff. I want to thank all of those who worked with us over the years. I want to thank all you, the customers, and thanks again for coming here this evening.
As a schoolboy in secondary school, we used to come here in the evenings to listen to the steel band, to watch the people dance, and to be a part of this institution. So for me, it brings back a lot of memories of growing up here in Bequia, having gone away and come back, and to see that this tradition continues. It gives me a sense of connectedness and permanence that really helps us to understand what real institutions are. And the Frangipani is not just a business, it is not just the Mitchell family, it is an institution in Bequia. And as Sir James has said, he's talked about the various activities that were started here, the institutions, other than the Frangipani that was started here. One of them being the New Democratic Party. As you know, I am the president now of the New Democratic Party, so I must say, thank you to Frangipani.
Tonight is a very emotional night for me. I already had a couple of good cries in my office. A lot of you know me. A lot of you think you know me. And a lot of you don't know me. But I grew up with very strict standards, very high expectations, and a drive from my parents, and a discipline from the time I was very, very young. The people who work with me, they know how many hours I work, how I push myself, and how hard I work, because I love this Frangipani. It means everything to me. I do that because it means so much to so many people, and I feel like I have a responsibility, a moral responsibility to Bequia, to continue the work that my mother started, the other wonderful manager who taught me so much, especially about money and managing money, which is Murray Kingston, and Lou Keane, who taught me a lot about reservations in the days before Expedia. This hotel means a lot to a lot of hotel guests. We have had hotel guests who come here and have been here for 40 years plus and still come back. So they're not just hotel guests, they're my family, they're people I love. There are many people who have homes in Bequia who first stayed here at Frangipani before they built a home. This was their first introduction. All of the yachties, this was their foundation. This was their watering hole. This is where you met. And all of the people who, of course, come here for our wonderful atmosphere, our welcoming atmosphere, our great food, and our absolutely first-class staff. For me, when I think about what Frangipani is, I believe truly in my heart that it belongs to all of Bequia. We welcome you here always. We know you can afford to buy a drink here and a sandwich here, and that's not a coincidence. It's important that you feel comfortable here at the Frangipani. When we thought of this idea, I decided, okay, we need some entertainment. And I reached out to Uton, to Colin, to Ozan, to Bob Burlinghoff, all of the musicians who played here tonight. And I said to them, guys, I want to do something, but I need your help. Can you help me? Please help me. I need you to play, but I need you to do it for us. Please, will you do it? I thought they were gonna tell me to go to, but they didn't. Colin, you know, of course, your mother worked here for many, many years, Norma. To Uton, to everybody who agreed to play. Thank you very, very much. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. You know you have a friend in me, and anytime you need a favor, just ask. I'm here. So let me finish up so that we can have some cake and have fun. The whole idea is to celebrate good times, past, look forward to the future, to another 50 years, let us hope. I certainly won't be the manager in 50 years. I'm not sure who in the family will be, but we certainly intend to be here. If we didn't sing a couple of years ago, well, we ain't gonna sing now. We're here for good, and thank you. It's because of all of you. Thank you. Happy birthday, Frangipani!